Wednesday at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts. Progress report. We got the news, new interviews. We got the stats. Keep it a rack. Come join the pack. No, we.
What's going on? It's Director Marko Steez, and right now we with the Progress Report.
The Progress Report.
What's going on? It's your girl, Lala Shepherd. This is the Progress Report.
Boss Brit the most lit.
We got our first guest in the building. Go to introduce yourself.
What's going on? It's Director Marko Steez.
Marko Steez, what's good?
I've just been working. You already know.
For sure. Okay.
Working.
That's what's up, man. We'll let the world know. What have you been working on? What do you do for work?
So I right now I own a couple different businesses. I do a lot of like music, video, film productions. I own a company called Capital Media Entertainment. I also own a platform called The Playlist, and then I got a production house called The Film Truck, where we rent out grip trucks and film equipment, all type of stuff like that. So we just do a lot of productions in Atlanta and really all over the United States.
Dope.
Nice. I'm gonna hold my drink. So how did you get into this?
Saying,
I know, right?
Like,
how did you get into it?
Really,
Just
it just fell into my hands. It just fell into my hands. Not like the film industry, like, because I was doing my thing in Kansas City. So I'm from Kansas City. And,
okay.
And so really, like, before I moved to Atlanta, I was doing my thing out there. But I had just picked up a camera. I was just bullshitting with it at first. So it just really just snowballed and turned into some shit that I really could. I figured I could turn it into a business, and I like doing it, you know. So
Beautiful. Best of both worlds right there.
For sure.
Okay. That's what's up. So Kansas City.
Super Bowl? Just one Super Bowl? Okay.
They did.
Were you going for Kansas
I
City?
wanted some bread on it, too.
Did you? You know what? I've never heard of Kansas City.
I made somebody mad as fuck. I made someone mad. Nah, for real. Yeah, Andy Reid
been so long.
Head coach of the Chiefs for like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And it's his first Super Bowl, so.
That's dope.
But yeah,
that's how long.
That's
what's
hard.
up though.
I made somebody mad off of that Super Bowl win. They lost a lot of bread.
I'm sure a lot of people lost money.
Bet
they be betting hella bread.
Yeah, for real. I'm a sort of loser. I can't do shit like that.
Nigga, not only just that, that's just a lot of money
I ain't got it, bro. I probably fucking. That's how I would lose my life one day, betting and ain't pay somebody. Like, damn, they owe down. So how was it growing up in Kansas City?
Right.
It's a city. It's just like any other place, you know. So it's like, yeah, a lot of people think Kansas City's like country, or they don't know where it's at. Like a lot of people say Kansas City, Kansas. Yeah, a lot of people think Kansas City, Kansas, like corn and sunflowers and shit like that. That's not. Yeah, Kansas City's a city. Like we'll be in some shit like this, listening to police sirens go by just like that, you know. So. Okay. It's a city just like anything else. It's just like it's just way more spread out.
Okay.
It's built like Detroit. Like if you ever been to Detroit, abandoned buildings all over the place. It's really like
I wouldn't have thought that either.
It's an ugly city, but at the same time, like they doing a lot of good things out there. But I just had realized like it's not really a music industry out there for real. And so for what I wanted to do, the closest place to me was Atlanta, and I had
how far is that?
Like 8 hours.
Oh, okay, not bad.
Yeah, so when I was like 16, 17, I started driving out here.
Oh, damn.
Just started, by myself on the road, just driving out here doing my thing. And I really realized it's a lot more stuff to do out here.
Oh,
so,
of course. I mean, shit, compared to any other city, besides major
it's a lot
cities,
of business.
You know what I mean?
And like in like 3 years, I came out here, like I really moved out here like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, like none of this shit that's going on right now was going on 3 years ago. Like Lil Baby hadn't even popped yet. Like I remember meeting Lil Baby when we did the Narcs video.
Oh, I love that song.
And then it was just like a ton of shit that we had did before any of this even had popped off for us. So it was just crazy. I feel like it was a perfect time for me to move out here too.
That's a good point. I mean, definitely, like, we talked about that,
Yeah, it's
like,
coming up.
With Atlanta, man, you can see, like, an artist from the very start of them, you know, and
overnight,
that's true with Lil Baby. Yep. Like, what was going on back then, like, 3 years ago in Atlanta? What music was popping 3 years ago? What's that?
I wasn't too hip to Atlanta music when I first came here. Okay. Like, the only people that I had fucked with was, like Future and, like, Bankroll. So those were really like the two biggest artists, like Thug too. Those were like the 3 biggest artists that I knew Atlanta wise. I wasn't too like into Atlanta music, you know what I'm saying? Because Atlanta music be different. Yeah, Atlanta music be different, you know.
Sure.
Like Thug, Future, they Atlanta, but like real Atlanta, like Marlo and shit like that, like in the streets type of Atlanta. Like that's what I think when you say Atlanta music.
I can agree with that for sure. I definitely think that's valid. So talk about just, once you did make that transition full-time here to Atlanta, how did you maneuver and learn the different parts and ways of Atlanta?
It was really just like a trial and error, like my whole life I had been used to Kansas City, so moving out to Atlanta was kind of like, it's different, but at the same time, it's still a city. You still deal with the same exact shit that you're going to deal with anywhere else. So it's just like, you just got to know how to deal with people, and you got to also like, and I always did good business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a genuine person. You fuck with me, I'm going to fuck with you. Like, I don't have to fake kick it with people just to be like, oh yeah, hey, what's going on? This such and such. Nah, like, I did real business with people, and I did good work, always good work, and I just grinded hard, met people, made relationships, and then just kept going, and eventually, look back in 3 years ago, I feel like that shit was yesterday sometimes. So
man, 3 years ago, it do seem like it was right around the corner. So much changed in a year though. So like, what was like the first thing that really got you out there, like your biggest project or video?
The first thing, the thing is, it's kind of like I did a lot of videos, so there was really nothing that really just put me in the door, because it was always like, oh, okay, here's this and this and this, and we got this going on, like how I said, I did the Narcs video, but I didn't, so it was me and Key Motion. I was just like, I just helped them shoot it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Key Motion hard.
Okay, you worked with her.
But we did that Narcs video, and so that was that was before Baby even blew up, though. That was before Baby was even really known anywhere.
Absolutely.
He wasn't known nowhere but Atlanta at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when we did that video, it's kind of like, okay, we did that, and then World Star, and then this shit took off. But my name wasn't on the video. I just shot it. So it really was like, I didn't need recognition from it. It's just like the relationship.
Absolutely.
We know we did it together. People know we worked together, and now like I got a relationship with Said and 4PF now, where I'm doing they videos right now, like with they artist Nuda. Like he coming out, he hard right now, and then they got Dirty Tay, and then they got DT. Like they all hard artists. So it's just relationships.
Your relationships take you further than anything.
Shit just kept building up. You know what I'm saying? And over time, if you just keep doing good work and keep meeting people, and you a genuine person, you're just gonna build up your relationships, and then eventually you're gonna look back and be like, well, shit, that's crazy. Like, I know such and such, and I'm doing this. Like, I never even thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew who none of these people was 3 years ago. So it's just like relationships is everything.
Got you. What was your most fun video shoot?
I know video shoots be crazy.
A lot of hard work too.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. Yeah. It's a lot of them.
You got a name? Name 2 of your favorites.
I feel like one of my favorite ones was the Blac Youngsta video that me and GT Films did, but it never came out.
Damn. How was Blac Youngsta?
It never came out. He funny. He funny. He a genuine person. That's why I fuck. This is the thing. Like, if you a genuine person, that's like one of my words. If you genuine, if you a real person, I'm gonna fuck with you. And Blac Youngsta, one of those people where he's not like a Hollywood person where he's just gonna be like, I don't know, this and this. Like, he got personality. So working with him was fun, but then it was like we sat on the video and it never came out.
Why?
Why not?
I don't even know.
Did the song come out for it?
Nope.
Not the song.
The song never came out either. It was too hard though. It was too hard. But like, yeah, Blac Youngsta.
Release it one day.
That was one of my favorite videos to work on, because it was just real fun and genuine. And then working with Future and Durk, like that was hard too, because it was, again, it's just like relationships.
Right.
Big Bank had basically called me up one night and said, hey bro, we in the studio right now, like I just need you to come pull up, like vibe, come make this shit a movie. So like I said, relationships and just people you know.
True. What was your your worst set moment, memory, hardest set?
like hardest set, or like some shit that just like happened where it was just like, oh shit.
Because it's equipment that you're relying on, like technology and shit.
Yeah.
People got to be
I ain't
on
even gonna lie.
time.
It's nothing too crazy that's happened before. I done seen a light fall on somebody though, but it wasn't my video.
Oh,
I wouldn't let that happen. Nah,
Like a
I seen
light?
a light
What kind of
fall.
light?
Not like a big ass light. Like,
Ooh,
not like one of
fuck.
these lights. Like a 50-pound light.
Oh,
The stand
shit.
fell over
Lawsuit.
and smacked
Right.
somebody in there. And I was like, oh. I walked away.
Yeah,
I
that shit be
said,
crazy.
I'm leaving.
Man, but you got multiple different businesses, man. So just talk about like being an entrepreneur and balancing different hustles.
Really, you said balancing different hustles. Like, I'm gonna say something about that real quick, because like time management is hard, especially when you're a business owner. If you don't have a lot of people around you to kind of like manage your schedule, like I have a solid team of people around me right now. Like Capital Media Entertainment, that's my production company. So you will see like directed by Marko Steez, but on my videos I say produced by Capital Media Entertainment, because that's the production. So I got a team of people. It's Maya, Devin, Cast and Plug, and then B Marin. So I got 3 people on my team right now. Me being the 4th person, and balancing that. Cause you gotta manage people's schedules. You gotta, you gotta make sure other people working. You gotta stay on top of other people, but at the same time, your team has to motivate each other.
Facts.
So that's one of the things. Like, you just have to make sure as an entrepreneur and as like a business owner, especially if you have a team, you gotta have a team of people that could work together easy.
Yeah.
And then multiple businesses, you gotta know how to work, and then you gotta know how to like when to play. And for me, it's like 24/7.
Yeah.
Like I can't even remember when I had a vacation.
So always working.
Yeah, always working. Like I make work into a vacation. Like when I went to Japan, like we shot a music video out in Japan, and I sat out there for like 4 extra days, and I was like, this.
You
a
gotta take
vacation.
advantage of that. You in Japan, you
For sure.
gotta make sure you
that
work
shit
and
was
play while you
different.
there. And then
And I
how
ain't
did
going
you,
out there no time soon. They got that coronavirus.
Oh no,
shit.
we ain't
That's so
really.
unfortunate, man.
We can't really go out that way right
my
now.
boy over there, my boy over there in Japan said like 70 people in the neighborhood got that shit. I was
Damn.
But that's so unfortunate though,
That
because
shit's
if you haven't
crazy.
got a chance to tour in those places, it's like
Shit's
who's
sad.
know when it's gonna be safe again? You know what I mean?
Real
So
shit.
it's like, damn.
You think the government got something to do with that? A lot of people keep saying they think the government got something to do with the
like, I ain't
virus.
saying nothing.
You say ain't
They
gonna come knocking on my door with that shit.
they
Open
gonna
the
whack
box.
me.
So you talking about the corona? All right, open this box
Right.
with this new camera in it.
Something for your ass.
And but how did you learn? Everything like
Facts.
as far as videography, and then being an entrepreneur. Did you go to school, or did it just like you just taught yourself?
I'm self-educated, like everything, and I feel like that's one of the most important things that you could ever do is like self-educate yourself, because if you let somebody else teach you everything, then you're just gonna know what somebody else told you. When you self-educate yourself, then you know way better. Like you could educate yourself a million different ways now. Like you don't have to go to the library and read a book. You could go on Google and YouTube and literally type in how to and that shit'll tell you
Especially
how
YouTube,
to
man. You can learn how to
whatever you need
brick
to
on
learn.
that bitch. Like, how to
So
crack.
so it's like
Come right up.
really I looked up like how to market my business. Like I read books too. Like I did everything to self-educate myself, and so that's important. Like people look past that, and people feel like education ain't important. Like school education, I don't feel like that shit is really important. Like that shit is a certain it's just to teach you a certain thing, but self-education is way more important, like because you want to learn that shit, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be way more tuned in to learn it, because you feel like, okay, this is what I need, these are the tool sets that I need to make myself successful. So I'm gonna read up about this, or I'm gonna research this, or I'm gonna, you're gonna want to actually learn some shit instead of sitting in a classroom and be
I think
like,
I learned more after I got out of high
But
school.
facts, but finish high school, kids.
Yeah, finish.
High
Get
school.
parents happy, man.
Like, after that.
Or get a GED, said I'm playing.
you don't need college though.
Do what's best
Fuck
for
college.
you after high school. But yes, I feel like every
I went crazy after high
teaches you
school.
social skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved out here when I was 18.
18, yeah, that's about that time.
Fresh out. So, man, what do you do, like, in your free time? I know you said you always work, but you got to take some time to yourself. Like, do you ever just have a day or two where you just...
It's like some times where I definitely just, like downtime in between video shoots and production and stuff like that.
What do you do? Play 2K? You play 2K?
Hell nah.
No 2K?
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't touched a damn like
Joystick.
video games in like 6 years. Cause I realized I was like, when I first started when I was 16, I was making some bread. So I was like, okay, well shit. Everybody else in the house playing 2K,
Right.
playing Madden and shit, playing
Stuck to the
Xbox
couch.
and all that shit. And then they making a little bit of money, but then they not really tuned into that shit. Or motherfuckers is making a little bit of bread and then just spending their shit on some shoes or something. You know what I'm saying? They're
Or
just
another
wasting
game.
their bread and wasting their time at the same time. So it's like
Yeah.
you're not really making money. But if you really focus on it, then you like, well, shit. You know, so video games, that ain't it for me. But like, definitely, like, I got hobbies. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I like going to the gun range and shooting guns. It's therapeutic to me. Like, that's just something that I like. I ain't gonna lie. But hobbies, shit, I be doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, watch out for him, man. He start smiling when he start talking about that gun range. You got real trigger happy.
Right. What type of gun you like?
A lot of stuff. I got a little FN and then I got a Koenig. Those are my
Okay.
favorite too. But I got a lot of guns.
So you
I
you
don't-
told
I
him,
don't
would you know
flash
what he
him,
talk
though.
about if he told you?
I
what
do
gun?
know what FNN is,
Okay.
yes, and Future rapped about it in the song, of course.
Okay. That's how
and
you
the
know
second
about
And
it.
then
what was it? You said a
the
cannon?
bullets, they be going through those. Yeah.
Right. What's the
A
cannon?
Koenig, yeah. A Koenig. He's
Koenig.
sitting right there. I don't like having them on video.
No, that's cute.
Oh, okay. Say that's cute.
No, it's cute.
In Atlanta,
Cute
you need
color.
that shit. Talk about just, staying safe and protected, though, because, you in a lot of different environments and shit can happen. And you got a lot of equipment.
You just gotta be a cautious person. Yeah, you just gotta be a cautious person, and you just gotta know like the environment that you're in. You gotta know. I'm never scared going into a situation. You can't never be scared. If you're scared, like that shit'll automatically come off as you scared too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
course.
jittery and nervous, all that stuff. But it's just about who you be around. If you smart, you shouldn't even put yourself in a situation like there's no way you should be just out and about in a place where some shit could happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't had no reason to be over there in the first place. Like shit, if somebody gonna rob you, then shit, you should have seen that coming. You know, it's people that I feel like maybe they ain't learned that yet. At the same time, it's like if you're not expecting somebody to rob you, then you might get robbed. But I just look out for everything. I don't even really worry about it. I'm just a cautious person. I look out for everything. I look out for my own people too. I always tell my own people,
Absolutely.
hey, like, be safe when you walk in the car. I walk my folks to their car. You know what I'm saying? Like just to make sure people
you
are
gotta be safe
straight.
out here in Atlanta, especially, man. It's crazy out here.
Facts.
Got my damn car stolen.
I ain't never for real. Your car
Yeah.
got stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody broke
At
into
the old building, too.
my
old
car.
Old
Yeah.
building, yeah.
Oh word. Oh hell no. No, somebody broke into my car. Somebody broke into my car one time out here. That I learned right after that.
Oh yeah, my window
But-
got busted on New Year's.
Yeah, people be
Damn.
stealing
Niggas
cars
be-
for real in
Everybody
Kansas
really?
City.
like,
but-
goddamn.
You know what? I
boy,
was
that
like, damn,
crazy.
niggas really steal cars in real life. Like I
Oh
never.
no, yeah, they
experienced
definitely
that
do.
shit.
Yeah, hell,
Yeah.
yeah, they definitely do. We did that as kids all the time.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yep. So what's next? What can we look forward to?
There's a lot of stuff coming up. We getting into movies this year, real
Oh,
movies,
dope.
like not just independent short films and stuff like that. Like we definitely doing that, but at the same time, we working on some big stuff that's gonna be pitched to networks and Netflix and all that. So that's what I'm trying
Fire.
to get into next.
Cool.
What advice would you give to like videographers? Because everybody, it's a lot out there, but everybody don't really reach certain points to where they talking like you. So what advice would you give to videographers or just people into production in general?
Like the biggest thing I would say to anybody who's wanting to do this is that you gotta go into it knowing what you want to do. Like if you want to really do something, then do it. Like go 10 toes down behind it and be like, okay, this is what I want to do for real, and don't half step it, because people will see when you half step shit, and then it'll also come off in your work, and then it'll also come off in your real life. Like you're not gonna be successful half stepping shit. Like if you really want to do something, then do it. And then also, like I said, self education is important. I ain't gonna kill that topic, but that's
That's
an
important.
important thing too. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to learn, then learn that shit, and then be creative. Like always experiment and try out new things, and don't be afraid to and this go with anything. Don't be afraid to fuck something up when you first starting, because it's not gonna affect your whole career. Like, you're gonna learn shit just by learning shit, and that's how you're gonna learn. You're gonna have to fuck up to learn. Not to do one thing. Like, you're gonna have to fuck something up. You're gonna have to lose footage a couple times. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do shit, like dumb shit even that you think you would never do. You might have to do some dumb shit. Like, I done did some dumb shit like that. I lost footage one time.
Damn, I know you was
I had
hurt.
to get them folks back. They bread.
The artist was hurt.
Yeah, the artist was. Yeah, they was mad. They was mad.
Yeah,
but
I
ended
whole
up
video that was shot.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All that time and shit.
Yeah,
That's
but
happened
that
to
was
one of
like
my artists before.
That was like 3 years ago though. That was when I was first starting.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
That was when I was first starting. So it was like, you have to do dumb shit like that sometimes, just on accident, just to learn. Like, okay, bet I had to be cautious. Double check. Put it on your hard drive.
Double checking is
check
important,
your computer.
for sure.
Yeah, just look on everything.
That's true.
So cover the bases and you know what I'm saying. Just make sure you did everything you needed to do and that you did it right.
Real shit. How would you define the word progress?
The word progress, I would say that progress is like, I don't feel like you could measure it, though at the same time. I feel like progress is something that you had to feel in yourself, and that really nobody else could put a stamp on you making I know you got numbers and you can say, oh, we making progress this way, like revenue and shit like that. But as a person, I feel like progress is basically, that's defined as how you feel, how successful you are, or how you feel like you are actually improving yourself. Like,
Okay.
If you notice you fucking shit up when you first start, and if you keep fucking shit up, you're not making no progress. You know what I'm saying? But you got to scale yourself. You had to scale yourself. You can't. Not a lot of other people are gonna tell you. They're not gonna be real with you and tell you, hey, like real life, you got to do this shit. You got to tighten up. Go ahead and make sure that you're doing this and this. You got to tell yourself that, you know what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of people that'll do that for you. Like people on my team, if I see someone doing something bad, like, I'm not gonna call you out in front of a bunch of people. I'm gonna wait until the end of the shoot or the end of the day and be like, hey, I'll be honest with you, bro. I seen you doing this and this. Do this, and it'll help you so much better. Because I'm not gonna steer nobody in the wrong direction. So
you need mentors, man. That's a good thing.
For sure. Definitely, man. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, man. We appreciate it. Let them know your social media.
You can find me, shit, damn near everywhere. marko.steez, Instagram. Capital Media Entertainment on Instagram. YouTube, just look up Marko Steez. Everything, you just gotta type it in. markosteez.
There you have it.
Lit.
All right, it's the Progress Report.
Yes, sir.